45 on a Saturday morning, and we're off to a pretty strong start for this weekend.
Oh, Sophia, you know what? Before we go any further, I am going to pull up one of our sky cams. This was just a surprise as well, too, because it is just a beautiful start to the day. You know what? I'm just going to show you this sky cam because that's the next thing in my graphic right here. Look at this downtown Toledo. In fact, let's go and take this full screen, kicking this off. A beautiful start to your Saturday morning, bright blue skies, and we're going to continue to see some gorgeous conditions heading on into these next several days. Now, our sunrise this morning, now Sophia and I were talking on our way in this morning, and we were both really excited to see that we were seeing sunshine this early on in the day. I mean, notice our sunrise this morning around 6:21 a.m. That sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? And I noticed our sunset getting later and later. We're seeing our sunset around 8:42 this evening. We're going to continue to talk about that, but forecasting high today in the upper 70s, plenty of sunshine. And thanks for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. And also, we are live on YouTube as well, too. And we're answering your questions on YouTube and also on Facebook as well, too. So, Sophia, I want to bring you back in because we have a couple questions on Facebook from folks kind of asking about frost. What do they want to know?
Yes, and we've had a pretty beautiful end to this past week. Yesterday was really nice, but of course, people still want to know about that frost. Both Mark and Carl asked, are we going to get any more frost up here in Toledo? And what is the date for the latest frost on record?
That's a really good question, Mark and Carl. Again, thank you for asking those, and Sophia doing a wonderful job monitoring those questions on social media. As far as our frost alerts go, just a little bit ago, the National Weather Service has allowed to expire that frost warning or frost advisory in eastern and central Ohio. So right now, waking up this morning, none of us under any alerts for this morning as far as that frost and freeze goes. But typically, our last freeze here in the Toledo Metro is around April 26th, so it's kind of passed already. However, weather changes every single day and every single year. So actually our latest one that we've ever seen as far as that latest spring freeze goes, June 11th back in 1972. So there is a lot of potential we could see a later frost, a later freeze, but that chance is very low. But you can see that record low of June 11th in 1972 was 32 degrees because of those freezing conditions. It might be chilly this morning, but we're not talking anything like that for the next several days. In fact, looking pretty mild. No, I want to go outside and show you what to expect for today. It's going to be beautiful. Again, those upper 70s. I bet Meteorologist Ryan Weekman will be outside getting some ice cream today for sure. It's going to be ice cream weather for sure. Warming up, feeling more like the end of May. So like May 30th, May 31st, rather than May 10th. Granted, it's still only about 2.5 weeks difference, but upper 70s, sunshine for today. It's going to be beautiful. Pull out your smartphone, scan that QR code. You can submit your pet's photos to be showcased here on WTOL 11 Plus and also on WTOL 11. And thank you for your patience. I'm slowly getting through each of your pet photos, but today it is a green paw kind of day. Sunshine, those temperatures in those upper 70s. And as far as your pet photo goes, I know someone who's ready for some ice cream. Loki right there getting his taste of that ice cream, maybe even a pup cup or, you know, just something to celebrate Mother's Day weekend. And by the way, in my opinion, dog moms are also need to be celebrated for Mother's Day as well too. So Loki, absolutely adorable. Again, keep sending in your pet photos and thank you for your patience as well too. Tonight, it's going to be cooling back down with those mostly clear skies, but we're not tracking any frost potential. Notice our lows in the upper 40s, low 50s, so slowly cooling down, but not near as cold as that frost potential. So tonight, I mentioned our sunset is around 8:42 p.m. We're going to be seeing around 14 hours and 22 minutes worth of daylight. Just think, in about 5-6 weeks, we'll be seeing that summer solstice where we see that maximum amount of daylight and we'll slowly lose daylight day by day. But again, our sunrise this morning right around 6:20, a beautiful day. And tomorrow will also be a beautiful day heading out to Lake Erie. Gorgeous conditions, that mixture of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the upper 60s, some slight waves around 1 to 3 feet, but those winds still coming in off the lakeshore around 10 to 15 knots coming in from the northeast, and that lake breeze will be a big factor for tomorrow, especially if you are right along the lakeshore. But 'tis the season. I am bringing out that mowing cast. It is that green lawnmower today, tomorrow, Monday, and as of now, that next best chance for some scattered showers late Monday into Tuesday. We're going to keep you posted as we learn more As of now, nothing strong or severe expected with these scattered showers, but more rain is on the way. Now, pinpoint your hometown, here's what to expect for the rest of the day. Notice, we're not seeing really any cloud coverage, but we are seeing those temperatures warming up. Upper 70s, low 80s for this afternoon. Looking ahead towards tonight, we dip back down to those upper 40s, low 50s, and eventually seeing that mixture of sunshine and clouds for tomorrow morning. And tomorrow's going to be slightly cooler because of the breeze coming in off the lakeshore. Only seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, but the closer you are to the lakeshore, so Port Clinton, Marblehead, the islands will be in the 50s, could be in the upper 50s, and also in those low 60s. So yeah, a little bit of variation as far as the forecast goes for these next few days. But one thing that's not changing is that pollen count, sitting at that high level today, tomorrow, Monday, and also into Tuesday. Now, they always say that the rain helps wash that pollen away. It's true, but it also breaks up the pollen particles and even smaller particles. And the rain we saw last week, it's still impacting us because of all that pollen we're seeing out there as well too. And now, Sophia, I want to bring you back in because we have some more questions. I know folks are asking about summer and tanning, and they're just ready to get outside and enjoy the weather. We do have one question on social media I know we do want to highlight.
Yes, I love this question from Danielle because this is a question I would also want to know. Any tanning days ahead this weekend? Can we get out there and catch some tans?
I love that. Yes, there is that potential to always get outside and tan for sure. That UV index sitting at an 8 today and tomorrow. So at that very high level, but we always say, whether it's at a 2, an 8, or over an 11, always apply that sunscreen, take those breaks inside, and also hydrate is a big thing as well too. Now, I know Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers, he does a really good job posting the UV index on his Facebook pages. He posted a post yesterday that talked about the UV index for this weekend being at an 8, and this is going to be very similar to August. I think those very strong beams coming in, it just feels cooler because we see some wind gusts and also some slightly cooler temperatures. So kind of take that into consideration when you are outside, whether it's the backyard, maybe your pool's already open or going to the lake. But yeah, we're seeing still a roller coaster as far as that UV index goes for today, tomorrow, into the middle of the week. Now, I'm already looking ahead towards Thursday. I know we just had our first farmers market in Perrysburg over Thursday afternoon, but this upcoming Thursday, it's going to be pleasant. Again, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the low 80s, that mixture of sunshine and clouds. And as far as those rain chances go, as of now, looks to be dry, but we could see a little bit of some rain off and on throughout this week. And temperature-wise, we are kind of all over the place with that as well, too. We are, again, above average for today, low 70s typically, but today we will be around 78 degrees. And of course, Mother's Day. I know that's one day a lot of people are looking forward to. It's going to be dry at least, but it's going to be chilly, seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. I mean, we're only just a few degrees below average, but I think maybe this upcoming week will make up for that after seeing temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, mid 80s. Friday will be pretty mild, and then slowly start stepping our way back down to around average temperatures by next weekend and the beginning of the following week. So as far as your 8 to 14 day temperature outlook goes, we are still tracking above average temperatures from May 18th to May 24th. So still seeing those warmer conditions on the way as I'm sitting here, as I have goosebumps right now, but at least we are still seeing some warmer temperatures. And Sophia, I want to bring you back in once again because someone else asked about summer conditions on the way.
That's right. Let me pull up the question here. David wants to know, what can we expect for this summer?
David, that's a really good question. I know we're all sitting at the edge of our seats ready to talk about summer-like conditions. Now, as far as our summer forecast goes, it's still a little too early for all that information, but I mean, Memorial Day is right around the corner. That's the unofficial start of summer, right? And you can see those above average temperatures are expected, but I mean, it's gonna be summer in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. Definitely expect some warmer temperatures, some humid conditions, and definitely some summertime showers and thunderstorms too. But of course, we will keep you posted as we get into the month of June, July, and we are still technically in meteorological spring, at least for a few more weeks. It is May 10th, so looking ahead towards around May 15th, our average high by then around 73 degrees, and then by May 31st, our last day of meteorological spring, 78 degrees. So just think back to where we came from March 1st, that average high of 42. And I remember when I was excited about that as our average high, but we're already looking ahead towards our average high in the 70s. That sounds pretty nice. And this week here in Northwest Ohio, it is the biggest week in American birding. So of course, gotta highlight our bird migration forecast. And of course, you can always check this out on WTOL.com. But this is where we get our awesome information from that changes, I mean, within every second. You can see in the United States, so many birds have migrated just across the United States alone. But here in the state of Ohio, about 2 million birds just last night.
Wow.
I bet this is updated. Yeah, Sophia, what was that?
I am just so amazed. That is incredible. And actually, we do have someone on YouTube because we're also streaming on YouTube. Mark says this is perfect weather for birding.
Mark, you are absolutely right. And of course, if you are going to check out some birds here in Northwest Ohio, send in your pictures on the WTOL 11 weather app. We love to showcase this on air and also online too. In fact, I think I have a graphic coming up here in just a moment. Perfect timing. I couldn't have planned that any better. So this graphic will help us out because you can search WTOL 11 weather in the App Store. This is a free download, by the way. And if you have an Apple and Android, it's compatible with both phones. And there's so much wonderful information with this weather app, including your interactive radar, which luckily will be quiet for this weekend, your hour-by-hour forecast, your extended forecast, and we do have a More tab. It's hidden by the bug right down here, but it's a little 3 dots. If you just tap that, it'll say submit photos and videos. That's where you can submit your bird photos that we can showcase here online or on air and online. And speaking of videos, how about personalized weather forecast videos? So from us here in the weather team directly to your devices. And I just sent out a push alert a little over an hour ago, and I'll have one out later on this afternoon as well too with your Mother's Day weekend forecast. I'll tell you what, looking absolutely amazing. And hey, thanks for watching us here, whether you're on YouTube or on WTOL 11 Plus, our weekly weather show. In fact, Toledo's #1 digital weather show, Off the Radar. It is live every Wednesday at 10:15 on YouTube and also on WTOL 11 Plus, hosted by myself and meteorologist Ryan Weekman. This week, we went to Off the Radar land as we're getting ready for, again, those summer activities, including amusement parks. Us and our radar rangers, our director Tim, producer Alexis, digital producer Tiffany, and camera operator Mark. We took a little trip to Off the Radar land, so check that out. It is a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, this upcoming episode, also really excited about as well too. But if you can't watch it live, that is A-OK because you can watch it on your schedule, on demand on Fire TV, Apple TV, also on Roku. We got to check out this holiday countdown because we are getting closer and closer to those summer activities. Mother's Day, I mean, hours away at this point. A little over 2 weeks until Memorial Day. Father's Day, just a little over 5 weeks away. And check that out. That first official day of summer is 41 days away, so just less than 6 weeks away. And there's that average high of 84 degrees. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? But before you know it, we're going to be, I'm trying to remember what would be the next one. I bet 4th of July will be the next one on our holiday countdown. Just, I can't believe it's that time of year already. Now, we are forecasting highs in the 80s, but not feeling just like that first day of summer just yet. But, I mean, look at that. Upper 70s, low 80s on your sunny Saturday. Mid to upper 60s for Mother's Day. Now, it's going to feel slightly cooler again if you are closer to the lakeshore because of that northeasterly breeze coming in off the lake. But at least it will be a sunny Sunday. Most of Monday will be fairly dry, but we are tracking that next best chance for some isolated showers late Monday and also into Tuesday, but temperatures warming up. We'll be in those low 80s for Monday, upper 70s by Tuesday with more scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. More rain on the way for Wednesday and still looking pretty mild with highs in the low 80s. As of now, none of these showers and storms are expected to be strong or severe, just typical spring showers. But again, that WTOL 11 weather app can keep you safe and informed. Thursday, we're drying out that mixture of sunshine and clouds, temperatures in the low 80s, mid 80s by Friday. That's when it's feeling like that first day of summer, even though we're still in the middle to almost end of May. More scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday and also into Saturday. Now next weekend, a little bit of everything sky cover wise, from rain to clouds to sunshine, but temperatures in the mid to upper 70s and still tracking some more on and off showers and storms for the following week, but still seeing that those temperatures in the low 70s. And that's fairly seasonal for this time of year. So again, here's a look at your extended forecast: 60s, 70s, 80s, sunshine, clouds, rain. But of course, for the latest information on that WTOL 11 weather app. But thank you for hanging out with us here on YouTube and also on WTOL 11 Plus. Now, Sophia, this isn't just the only thing you can catch on WTOL 11 Plus. What else can folks see on there?
Well, Kaylee, as you mentioned, there's Off the Radar. We also do stuff like this, extended weather coverage. We have in-depth investigations into things happening around our area. We have additional sports content. And hey, we also have something new, Good News Forecast, where Kaylee and I bring you positive and fun stories from around the world, across the country, and even right here in our own backyard. So we hope you'll join us for that. Thanks for joining us this morning. Have a great weekend.